Hey everyone, Sirturmund here. So today I wanted to bring you guys some Fizz Riven gameplay. I know this deck has been around for a while now, but I haven't showcased it yet, so I figured it was a great time to showcase it because I think based on the stats, this deck does have a good win rate versus the Tristana face run type of decks. So it's a great way to be able to beat them if you keep running into those, Yordle In Arms type of decks. As you see in the video where we did run into one Yordle In Arms deck, how you're able to just beat them by just being able to combo them down. So that's why I think it's a good spot in the meta for this deck right now. In fact, because of how popular that deck is right now, I even recommend bringing this in a tournament lineup. Something like this plus two other overwhelm decks to be able to just beat those Yordle In Arms decks, because it's really so crazy how popular they have become over the past week. But yeah, anyway, so this deck, if you guys are not familiar with it, it's just Riven Fizz. It's relying on you comboing out to be able to pretty much one turn kill the opponent, or just just kill them through the elusive damage or the overwhelm damage from Riven. So it is a little bit of a uninteractive combo, let's say, right? Because you're playing stuff like Fizz that can just negate every spell that the opponent can have, and you can even back it up with like the one of friendship that we have to give the Fizz spell shield to prevent him from dying to like mini morph or a hush. But the idea here is that you either have the Fizz or you have the Riven. Either your Fizz has elusive or your Riven has overwhelm. You can buff them up with Papercraft Dragon to be able to have them do double attack and just go for like complete like super lethal move by going all in with your buffs like Might, Elixir Wrath, or the Blade Fragments that you get from Riven, Rune Weaver, or Blade Squire, even the Tiny Spear that you can get for Squire, anything that you can get from Conchologist, because this card is just busted, gets you all the answers, and you can even set up a turn where you hit twice by having the Rune Reckoner, right? So again, this whole deck is just a combo deck. It's a combo deck where all you're going for is like you want to kill your opponent, go all in, and just kill them right away in one turn. Whether it's with Fizz, overwhelm Riven, or sometimes even overwhelm on another unit and give them double attack, as you've seen some of the games today. Uh, it is a little bit hard to play because you do have to think about when can you go all in, right? When are the safe spots? When you have to hand read the opponent. It's more important than anything else with this deck that you're able to hand read the opponent and kind of understand what cards they might have, what options they might have. Like if you're playing against the Demacia, it's very likely that they could have stuff like Sharp Sight, so just the elusive might not be enough. You might have to back it up with like a, I don't know, like a overwhelm Fizz, even though he already has elusive, just because of the threat that the Sharp Sight is, right? Just stuff like that. If you're going against Hush, think about stuff like that. If you're going against a deck that has like direct removal, make sure you keep enough spells to save Fizz, etc., etc. Hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. Again, it's really fun deck. It can be a little bit annoying for the opponents to face, so I do feel bad about some of the opponents that we went against because of, as you see, some of the pretty crazy out of nowhere wins that we pulled out. But again, if you're looking for something like this to try out, I really recommend it in the Skewer meta because it does really well against the Yordle In Arms Swarm decks. Again, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video below and also subscribe to us. It will really help us out a lot. And I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pantheon Yuumi. Alright. So this should be a decently bad matchup for us just because they have stuff like single combat. I mean, obviously Fizz will protect us. Like, Fizz wouldn't die to the single combats. But my Riven will, so it has to be pretty much Fizz, just doing OTK. But then the problem is that they also have Sharp Sight. So the Sharp Sight becomes really, really annoying because it will let them block the Fizz. I'm gonna do the one River instead, so that if he has like a goat or something, otherwise, I mean, we can just push the 3 damage here. We have Elixir Wrath to back up, so like if he has a buff. So the reason I develop here is because all he could have here is Sharp Sight, right? If he has Sharp Sight, we still have Elixir Wrath to be able to protect this, so we don't care about attacking right here. I was gonna go with the Zenith Blade instead. He is at 14 health though, so he does need to be careful. We will get the leveled up Riven next turn. I guess our concern here is gonna be, does he have the Consider Strike? Because if he has Consider Strike, he will be able to kind of just kill us. Wait, this is crazy. Isn't this just game? Oh no, Conchologist, what are you doing? Wait, that's just game. Oncologist just... Wait, this is crazy. We also have Friendship, which might be pretty good later. I want to be able to use the blades. I think using the blades is actually pretty important. Maybe we just send the Oncologist out. And maybe we just do this. Maybe we just do this. And then next time we have 3, 6, 8. That's actually crazy. He also showed us that he has an Elixir Wrath. Sorry, another... Then we also get Fizz. Okay, yeah, that Oncologist kind of just completely swung the game, right? So here we can do quick attack on this girl. And do the +2 on this guy. We can do the overwhelm here, I guess. Yeah, I think this is fine. We're not gonna play the Elixir. We're actually not gonna play the blade because I want to be able to keep enough mana to be able to block whatever he might have. I think this is fine. We can play the Blade of Exile later. This is gonna allow us to protect this against like a single combat or something. He could have the Sharp Sight. We should be able to kill the Fizz. I don't think it's a big deal. His only good block is gonna be the Oncologist if he wants to save the most damage possible. I guess he could have a Sharp Sight. Blocks the Riven. He also needs to be careful, right? He just went to 1, so then we just went with Pokestick next time? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with this, right? We just gotta put the blade on the Fizz. I guess we don't need to put it on the Fizz. I guess we should... because the Fizz, if we put on the Fizz, and if he has a Sharp Sight, then the Fizz is gonna die to it. Sure. Let's put it on the Fizz. I think the Fizz is probably the safer one, right? We have enough buffs that we can probably play through a Sharp Sight, and this is protected against like single combat or Crusader Strike. The only thing I guess it could have is like a Hush, which would be annoying but not impossible. We can just do Pokestick now. So he has to do the Guiding Touch right here to be able to survive, otherwise we just win. And we also level up the Fizz. That's the Guiding Touch. But we want to do the Pokestick now and force that Guiding Touch now just so that we're mana efficient. And we can even just summon the second unit, which I think is actually worth it because we can just go super wide, right? So like we can just go super wide here, stopping him from being able to kill us, and that's fine. He can do this. We'll play the second Ruin Reaver, meaning we have all the blades that we need to start up our attack, and we go from there. Overwhelm, not the overwhelm, but unfortunately. I mean, we do still have the Maya available, so we have 9 mana, so we can just open up with this. Just attack like this. And we can just do the Spell Shield, just so that we're protected against a Hush. So we want to pre-commit the Spell Shield so that we're protected against a Hush. Because the Hush is the only thing right now that could kill this Fizz. Now, even if he has like a Judgment, it won't be enough to kill the Fizz. Because he has the Spell Shield. And we have enough cards that we can play to protect the Fizz against anything. He also just dies to the Oncologist, by the way. That's why we end up with time. But yeah, that, oh my god, that Oncologist hit was nuts. And this is why people are really unhappy with how Oncologist just pulls the answers out of nowhere. But yeah, wow. GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Gnar, Swain, and this is Freljord. So it's going to have AoEs like Avalanche and Ravines, which is actually very bad for us, right? So this is very bad for us because Avalanche and Ravines are going to be able to kind of kill our Fizz. I'm thinking I'm going to have mulligan for Riven. I think I need Riven in this matchup. Okay, we got the Riven. Problem is also going to be Phlox, right? So Fizz is risky because Fizz dies to Avalanche and Blighted Ravine. Riven is going to get hurt by the spells as well, and then he can just do a Flock and kill her anyways. This is going to be a tough game. So this one's going to be a tough game just because the opponent's going to have both AoE and like direct removal with stuff like Block and Scorched Earth, you know. So how do we do this? How do we do this? Stressed. I mean, I think I need a Pokestick more than anything else. I definitely need a Poke Stick because I need a way to just be able to draw some value. We get the Overwhelm, which is going to synchronize very good with the Papercraft Dragon. The fact that he's summoning this many units means that an Avalanche or a Ravine, while bad, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I like doing the Yordle Squire. We just passed though? I think I just passed. I hate the idea of dying to a Blighted Ravine. If we do this, start committing for the Riven. I hate the idea of like losing, like, I hate the idea of Blighted Ravine hating us last turn. This turn we can just give her the fragment, the overwhelm fragment, or we can just give it might, right? Okay, so he ends up doing like this, so I guess we have to go for the might then, right? And I like going for the might anyways, just so that we can push that damage. I guess going for might here is not really ideal. Because we can just try to OTK him next turn, right? Okay, so he has the Calling Strike anyway, so I'm glad I didn't go for the might. Let's just do the Poke Stick right now. Let's see if we can draw another Riven. So Calling Strike. I wasn't playing around the Calling Strike, to be honest. So he'll take that. We still get the Papercraft Dragon back. We still have a way to kind of just OTK him, if anything. The problem is that we need to set up... We need to be able to set up that Papercraft Dragon, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we lose the Blade Fragment here. That's why he did it that way. This is just gonna die to a lot of things. Should probably go for the spear, by the way. Not sure why I went this way. So we lose the Blade Fragment there. Wait, what? He's a Howling Abyss deck? Interesting. Interesting. So we don't want to die to an archer again. We have 4 mana here. Kind of just like committing the overwhelm first. We could technically just kill him too. What if we just go for lethal? What if we just go for it? With the spell shield, how does he stop this? With the spell shield, how does he stop this? Double 3 sisters? Trollsham plus 3 sisters? He needs to have exactly 2... Like, he needs to have exactly a freeze and a way to pop the spell shield, right? Otherwise, this is lethal. Because it's going to be 19 damage, even if he blocks. Okay, so that's the first 3 sisters. That's 1 3 sisters. Okay, so Fury. Alright. He still goes down to 3. We still have an Overwhelm Blade right here. We have the Ruin Reckoner next turn, so if the opponent's not careful, we can do Ruin Reckoner into the Midnight Raid. So he cannot tap out of an answer. So the opponent taps out of an answer, we can just kill him with the Midnight Raid. Decides to go for Sivir, which is a little bit unfortunate because Sivir still gives him the answer that he needs. What if we force it out of him? What if we force it? What if we force it right here by doing the Midnight Raid while giving her Overwhelm because of the Blade Fragment? The problem is that now it means that we don't have another way to give her Overwhelm next turn. We could also just not... Okay, he lost, right? So that means he loses here? So this is gonna be 8. We don't need to commit anything else. Yeah, because we have the Little Wrath as well. Yeah, this is lethal, right? Yeah, this is lethal. I'm trying to think of what he could have. This is already 8 right here. Just because of the Overwhelm. When he blocks, we do the Little Wrath. Takes us to 7. And that's game. This is what I love about this deck. Is this combo is so nasty. Like, we didn't even have Fizz or Riven this time around. It was literally It was literally a one drop that just literally just killed him. That's crazy. GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against, oh no, Yordle In Arms, Lulu Fizz. So this deck should do okay versus Lulu Fizz. I mean, against, in general, just Yordle In Arms decks. I think we need to set up for like a big like OTK turn, right? And I think the Ruin River plus the Riven is gonna help me with that, because we're gonna level up Riven pretty quickly. And then we can set up so that the Litzer Wrath is just able to completely blow him out. He's gonna need to have like a Get Excited plus a Mystic, or I guess a Get Excited plus Pokey Stick to be able to kill the Riven when she comes down before she levels. Once she levels, he'll need like double Get Excited or Get Excited plus Mystic to be able to kill her. Fizz will be nice, but Fizz is a little bit more risky because we know he has elusive units, like including his own Fizz. Unfortunately, we're getting stuff like Trinketry, which is not great in getting us to like our single turn kill. We prefer to get the Papercraft Dragon, because without the Papercraft Dragon, I don't see how we win in a single turn. I guess the Wound Reckoner could also be pretty good. Oh wow, yeah, this is gonna be a very quick Riven level up. I'll do this. I'm guessing he probably has like Pokey Stick to kill this if he wants to. Oh, it's just Fizz, so he's gonna go for the 2 damage. I'm okay taking this trade. What I need to be careful of is Lulu, right? So Lulu makes our day miserable, because Lulu will be able to do Lulu plus Jumpers to be able to kill us, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, so he has the Chumpers. Don't think we need to attack just yet. I mean, we could just attack right now. I guess attacking actually was probably fine. Yeah, attacking was fine because it costs us 1 mana. If he has exactly Lulu... Okay, it's not Lulu. So it's not Lulu, so I'm not too concerned right now, right? Here we can do the Squire. We can also do the Rune River as well, but I think the Squire is fine. He's gonna do the Fizz. Do we go for the Pokey? Or do we just go for the Ruin River? Ruin Weaver. Kind of want to draw. I kind of want to draw and see if I get something better. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's just kill the baboon right now. I guess we could wait until after the attack. Okay, we get our own Fizz, which is not bad. This is Chompers. I think it's gonna be Ruin Weaver instead. That way we can sacrifice it into everything else. 3, 6, 8. We still have enough here to be able to get the blade plus our draw. That is so he's setting up for a Yordle In Arms, right? So the fact that he did it this way tells me that he's setting up for a Yordle In Arms. We have enough mana to do Fizz, but we don't have enough mana to do like Fizz plus. Because what I would love to do is just level up the Riven right here. I think it's fine, I guess. The problem is, again, I'm going to be vulnerable to like a Get Excited plus... Yeah, I think I'm going to be vulnerable to like a Get Excited plus Mystic combo. Okay, so we did a quick attack. We did that. We do this. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and attack. If he has the Get Excited or has double Get Excited plus Mystic, then yeah, it's a punish. But I think it's gonna be okay. We have a second Riven, so Riven's already gonna be leveled up here. So if he kills this Riven, we can summon the second Riven, get another Blade Fragment next turn. Unfortunately, we did use the overwhelm one, so we won't have enough to make another Blade. But this is hitting him for a lot of damage on the overwhelm damage. This is also hitting. I guess he could have the Mystic for this one. Oh, it's bye-bye second Riven. Okay, Friendship. Friendship is gone. That's okay. I think I'm okay with the Friendship being gone, right? Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. He has to set up for a Yordle In Arms next turn. What I'm gonna do is that I don't want to pre-commit any of this because I think I'm gonna have to summon the Fizz as a blocker for next turn, and then have the Octopus as further blockers, right? If he sacrifices his units, that's also okay with us, unless he has like a Poke Stick to stop this. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do next turn is we're gonna do Fizz, or I mean this turn we're gonna do Fizz to having as a blocker, so that we don't die to a Yordle In Arms play. I don't think we need to go for the lethal just yet. We can always buff this up later on with a Little Wrath, making it be a +6. Yeah, okay. So the fact that he has the elusive stealth. Okay, so yeah. So here we do the Fizz. We do the Trinket trade, meaning that we're gonna have an elusive blocker, and we have a blocker for whatever else he might summon, right? Yep. So the problem here is gonna be. And in fact, now he needs to do the Yordle In Arms like right now. Otherwise, we can prank and hit it. I guess he has enough mana for it, but it depends how greedy he gets, right? Because Yordle In Arms is going to still be 5 mana. And he's going to have 8 mana after the Telescope. So I guess if we hit it, it's going to be 7. So if he develops something else that taps him out of 7 mana, then we can potentially try to go for the prank. Oh, that's actually pretty good as well, by the way. That's actually pretty good as well, but I think it's going to be the Octopus. I think I prefer to just get the blocker. Because we can block this. Again, this gives us access to the prank now as well. Meaning that he has to worry about that. That he cannot get greedy and develop another unit. And tap out of 7 mana. Because then we're able to prank his Yordle In Arms. Unless he has exactly 2 Yordle In Arms in his hand. Or if we miss the Yordle In Arms, that would be unfortunate as well. So let's see what he has. My concern here is going to be Riven, right? So Riven is vulnerable to what we've been talking about. Double Get Excited, or double Get Excited, or a single Get Excited plus Mystic. Okay, there you go. So he ended up doing the Yordle In Arms right now. We have an elusive blocker. We have blocker. So we don't need to do anything here. Let's do the prank. Let's do the prank, see what he has. He has the stun. So we can just bounce back the stun so that he cannot just stun us right now, right? Why do they always get the stun, guys? I think I'm going to go for another prank. Just so that we can potentially prank, like Get Excited or anything else he might have. Because at this point, all I need to do is make sure that Riven lives. And if Riven lives, then we have the lethal. Just by how strong she's going to be next turn. We can do the Tiny Spear this turn to make it go 9. And then we can do the Little Wrath after that. We could also go for the Face Sprout and potentially get the Papercraft Dragon, but we're now going to be vulnerable to a Crescent Strike. So we're never going to have the chance to be able to actually do that. So we'll do it like this. Yeah, we'll take the 10. All of his blockers only have 1 HP, except for the Mayor, which has 2. Again, we'll do the Tiny Spear here. It doesn't matter if we do this next turn or this turn. I guess we should have done it this turn, right? I don't think it matters. Let's see what he gets first. Okay. Doesn't matter which one we do it on. Here we can just do this. And this should begin, right? 2... Unless he has exactly Get Excited plus Mystic Shot out of that hand. We also have the Wallow to be able to stop whatever blockers. But yeah, we have the lethal here. And we prank his hand enough that we probably were very safe against a Get Excited. Like, he needed to be exactly those 2 cards that we missed with our prank to be able to stop us. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Ziggs Taliyah. So, what do we do versus Ziggs Taliyah? I like the Rune River. I like the Little Wrath. The problem with Ziggs Taliyah is that they do have this stun. I think we just commit to the Riven, right? We just commit to leveling up the Riven. And just kind of doing OTK. The problem is that I'd rather have Fizz instead of Riven. But she's not the worst. We can keep the Rune River to be able to I played it against the two drop. Shoot, the name escaping me. Because we want the Moon River to eat up the vulnerable landmark. He wants to block this. It's okay with me. It gives us one blade fragment already. Rockhopper. So yeah, the Moon River is gonna be very good to stop the Rockhopper from being able to give the Riven the vulnerable. Wait, we get the Fizz, and he's gonna let us just. We have a spell that we can use to protect against. Wow. I think we're Riven. Regardless. And I think we're just gonna pass. I think Riven is gonna set us up now. Because I don't want to commit a spell, because then we don't have enough for the Poké Stick. Because he's saving 2 mana like he has Poké Stick. And I don't want to play into the Poké Stick. Here we can do the Moon Reaver, and now it gives us all 3 blade fragments, meaning that we can just give the Riven. We can give the Riven the overwhelm next turn, while also giving the Fizz like everything else that he needs. We can also just do the papercraft and the Fizz next turn. Which is probably better, to be honest. So I don't think this deck plays Minimorph. Now, if it was Cillian and Seraph, they do play Minimorph, but I don't think this one does. There's the Rolling Sands that we talked about. I don't mind eating it up. And now we are fine, right? Yeah, I'm completely okay. I mean, if you want to kill the Moon Reaver, that's fine. I think at this point we just set up for like the lethal next turn. I don't even think I need to block the debout. I guess it's not gonna be lethal next turn just yet. I guess here's the question. Is it better to put the Papercraft Dragon on the Riven? Or on the Fizz? I think it's the Fizz. Now, if he has the stun right here, we get punished by that because he can stun our Fizz. So he has the stun landmark, there you go. But if he does that, it's okay because we still have this girl right here. We do quick attack. We do overwhelm. And let's just push some damage through. All that we're gonna do is just stop the it's just gonna block this, right? So it's just gonna block this with the endless debout, which is okay. He's just gonna get a landmark back. But we still push at least 3 damage. I guess the problem now is that we tapped ourselves. Actually, so this was a misplay, right? This is a misplay. Because now we tapped ourselves out of any way to stop the Fizz from dying. But if he kills Fizz right here. So let's say he kills Fizz right here, right? Okay, he doesn't. He's just gonna go for the aggro. I'm okay taking 2, 5. Actually, okay, I have to block, right? I forgot that he summons another 5 drop. So we have to block. We take 5. This is gonna level up. If he doesn't open attack, he's gonna be punished by just being able to do the Reckoner on the Fizz. That's a crazy good draw. He could also have the stun. I still think that's a misplay unless he has exactly. Unless he has exactly like Poké Stick, I think that's a misplay. Because we can just do this, and we could even do the Octopus right here. We still have 2 blockers, right? So we can block. We take like 7 damage. I guess 9 damage because of the 6. We're able to do the Octopus to get another blocker, even if he kills the Riven. And now we have the Midnight Ray, which we can do in the Fizz to push 8 damage. Actually, we can push 16. Yeah, actually, we can have lethal here. We literally have lethal right here. Unleash Energy is 3 mana. So he has no way to... Yeah, he has no way to stop this. Unleash Energy is 3 mana. So he cannot do a burst stun. So we just do this and we just win and push for 20. Even though Fizz is stun, when you start free attack, the stun doesn't matter. So and there we go. Oh, actually, he also levels up. So that's an extra damage too. So we're literally gonna be doing 22 damage right here. Yeah, so he got a little bit greedy trying to go for lethal this turn. Yeah, sorry opponent. That's kind of how that works. Got a little bit greedy going for lethal this turn. Giving us the option to develop. I mean, that was a crazy top deck from us, right? That 4-drop saves the game. But I still think he got a little bit too greedy there. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Scouts. Okay, so Scouts is a pretty bad matchup for us here. Because Scouts has challengers, right? So because they have the challengers, they are able to like remove our Riven or our Fizz. I think we actually have to try to go for one of them. They also have Sharp Sight, which is able to block our Fizz. So based on the stats, this matchup is pretty bad for us. We also didn't end up not getting the Riven, which I think is the most important part for us to be able to have a chance in this matchup. So this is going to be interesting to see how this goes right here. Wow. None of these are really great, are they? Waking can bounce back the Misfortune, so we're trading 2 mana for 3 mana, which I guess is the best thing that we can do, so that we don't just die to Misfortune next turn. We can also recall the Broadwind now, I guess. Here we just give him this for free, because now he'll be able to kill this. But I think at this point we need to be able to attack with everything, right? Because we can just kill the Fleet Feather right here, unless the card that he saw us is exactly Misfortune. And it's not. Sure, let's do the Squire. This sucks, because we don't have any of like the units that we want. Really don't want to have to do the Quicken on that guy. If he wants to do that, that's fine with me. I think we just open. Oh, we get the Riven. I still think we open. Yes, I still think we open. No, but if we do that, then we lose the attack token, and we need it for Riven. Yeah, I think we need to do. We need the Blade Fragment. So unfortunately, we have to just do it like this. Yeah, that's what I was scared of. I was scared that he was gonna have like a 4 health unit that would be able to do exactly what he just did right here. And then the problem now is that he does for the Masia next turn, and we have no way to stop that, right? Guess we can still kill the Broadwind. We don't really have a way to buff anything to be like a good attacker. Guess we could do this here.
There's still much to answer for.
I think this is worth it. If he wants to block this, he's gonna lose a unit, which means one less unit for the Masia. If he doesn't block it, then you know we get 4 damage in, right? If he does it this way, I think it's actually a mistake, because now I think what we'll do is that next turn, if he does for the Masia, we can recall the Challenger, right? He decides not to go for the Masia. So what is he trying to do? Is he trying to kill the Riven? I think we just give her Papercraft. I think we just go like this. I think we just make sure that the Riven stays alive. So now he will need to have double Sharp Sight to be able to kill the Riven, right? Will he have double Sharp Sight? Yes. How likely is that? Very unlikely. So now he only needs 1 Sharp Sight. So if he has 1 Sharp Sight, he can kill Riven. Otherwise, we should potentially be able to one-hit kill him next turn. If he needs to pre-commit it. Okay, so he got the Sharp Sight. Alright, so he got the Sharp Sight. He loses his whole board though. We still have Papercraft Dragon. And we still have the Overwhelm, right? And we're also going to be able to just get the Blade. So the question here is, how do we set this up? We do Conchologist first, I think, which is fine. Calling Strike is good because he can remove one of the Surgeons. Obviously means that we have to do it right now. So we kill one of the Surgeon here. We can block the Citra with the Conchologist. I'm trying to see how we can get 1 turn kill. It's going to obviously require the Papercraft Dragon. This is 6, 12. We need a Fearsome blocker. So Rune Reaver is a good Fearsome blocker. We can give the Conchologist the Papercraft Dragon and then go for the Overwhelm with him. Yeah, so we're going to have to do like this. We're gonna have to do it like this. We're gonna take all this damage, go down to 2. We have to commit the Papercraft and the Conchologist. We have the Tiny Spear. Fortunately, we ended up getting another quick attack instead of getting the 2-1. So this gives us the overwhelm. This gives us +1. This gives us, this is 4. Problem is if he has the rally. If he has the rally, we're in trouble, right? Because this only puts it to 5. 1, 2, 4. We have 9. Cricket is not enough. The Blade Fragment gives me another 2. We have to commit to the Blade Fragment, unfortunately. So if he has rally, we just lose, right? I guess, how do we play around the rally? For us to play around the rally, we're gonna need to commit the Ruin Reckoner. We never beat the rally. We never beat the rally. We just have to go for it like this. And if he has the rally, we just lose, right? Yep, there you go. Because the rally means that he'll be able to always, like, just kill us by the attack. And here we don't have any way to stop it. So all we can do is do Conchologist. Wallop, it's not enough. Wallop is not enough just because we still lose to everything else, right? So yeah, GG's. The double Citra in the rally was too much. And they had exactly the sharp side plus the ballot to kill our Riven. Otherwise, we're able to just kill him right away. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be able to go against Mono Shurima. So can we kill them faster than they can kill us? That's always the question when you're going against Mono. I guess that's not the right question. It's like, yeah, I guess can we race them down, right? Or are they gonna have stuff to stop us from racing them down? Because the scariest part that they could have is gonna be quicksand, right? So quicksand becomes really, really annoying to deal with. So here we're gonna pass. Ooh, okay, I was gonna pass, but now maybe I just want to do this instead. I wanted to pass and let the opponent do the rock hopper. But I don't think we need to anymore, right? I like the manifest first. We even get a Papercraft Dragon, so we pretty much don't even need to draw it. I like the manifest first. We'll do the Elixir Wrath later on when we're like ready to go for like a full-on lethal. I mean, we could have pushed 3 more damage right here, which I guess could be a potential reason why we play it. But we'll see. We ended up drawing the second Papercraft anyways. So we have Fizz that can get Papercraft. We have Riven that can get Papercraft. He doesn't have really a great way. He doesn't really have a great attack here. We can block with Riven. I don't even care, to be honest. Because she's always going to die to a Rite of Arcane. Oh, wow. So now here we can do whatever Blade Fragment to trigger the Fizz. And push another 4 damage here. And then all we have to do is just keep the Elixir Wrath as a backup. I don't want to attack with Riven right now, though. Because if we attack with Riven right now... Again, the problem is that this is always going to be vulnerable to a Rite of Arcane. So I think we're just going to slowly whittle him down. And then set up for the Papercraft on a future turn. Right? Riven is not going to level up unless the Blade Squire dies. But he also cannot attack. Because if we sacrifice the Blade Squire... I guess we should just attack with the Blade Squire, right? It will have guarantee that we could level... That we could... Like, cause he would have to block the Blade Squire. Kind of like the group shot. It's a cheap removal tool. It's a cheap way to protect the Fizz without having to commit the Elixir Wrath, right? So I don't hate it. I definitely want this Squire to die. I mean, we could always just kill the Squire ourselves. Just so that we can get the Blade Fragments. Because we're going to have the Papercraft Dragon set up. So I would like to give this the overwhelm. so that we could like double attack with it. Oh, he's gonna just give it to us. I mean, that's okay too. I mean, if he's gonna give it to us, that's even better. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna do the Papercraft Dragon on the Riven right now to protect her against a Rite of Arcane, right? Because the Rite of Arcane was gonna be 4. So I guess the problem here is that now we lose the Fizz, right? We lose the Fizz because of the Seraph. Am I okay with that? I think I have to be okay with this, right? I'm just gonna assume that he doesn't play the stun. Yeah, I think I have to go all out. I think I have to assume that he doesn't play the stun. The stun landmark. Again, if he has like a quicksand or something, then that will be a problem. But without that, this is gonna be lethal, right? We could also just open. Because this is already 14. Because we have the Little Rust as a backup. And we also have the Wallop. But I think I want to be able to just get for the full attack. Because I think anything that he might have is going to be like fast speed, right? I don't think this... What? Quicksand? Yeah, this is the Quicksand. Which is what we talked about, right? Problem for him is that we still keep the double attack from the Papercraft Dragon, so Riven doesn't really do anything. And we still have enough blockers to protect against everything else he might have, right? Because we can just summon any of these other guys here to tank the damages from the Seraph. Okay, he's gonna do it like this right now. So that sucks, because now it means that if he has another Rite of Arcane, we actually lose the Riven. Let's see. Calling Strike might not be bad to stop this from killing us. Sharpen Resolve doesn't do it. It's not enough. I think it has to be the Calling Strike, right? We need to threaten to be able to kill the Seraph if we need to. I'm gonna... Because the only way that I guess killing the Seraph doesn't matter, right? Here, we can just tank this damage. He decides to go for it, so at this point, what are we doing? At this point, we're just attacking. At this point, we have to just attack, right? And if he has it, he has it. Okay, he's surrendered anyways. So if he has the second Quicksand, then he has it. But we have to attack at this point, because we cannot die to a second Rite of Arcane. However, you look at the opponent that didn't have it, because he wouldn't have passed last time if he had it. It's a little bit of an awkward game there. I don't know if we really played our best, but we ended up pulling through anyway. So yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. You kind of see what I mean about this deck kind of being a little bit unfair for the opponent to run against, just because some of the combos that you can have are like completely uninteractable. It can be crazy how you can pull some wins out of nowhere with some of the cards that you get. So you get the gist. It's a fun deck, but it's definitely one that you have to be like, ooh, I feel dirty after just pulling out that win. Especially I felt dirty with the Pantheon game where we pulled the Conchrologist. That was absolutely nuts, right? So yeah, so just make sure that you play this, you know, understand when you're gonna go all in, understand when you have to kind of hold back and just play more slowly and kind of set it up for later on. Like, you don't have to win with this on turn 4 or turn 5. It's not an aggro deck. You don't need to rush. It's a combo deck. So you can play it so that you end up winning on turn 6 or even 7 sometimes by just comboing out all your pieces and just going for a single one turn kill turn. In terms of mulligan, if I'm not going against Demacia, then I'll definitely keep Fizz, right? Because Fizz starts setting up a lot of our stuff. I definitely like keeping Riven in all the times because you always want to be able to have Riven. And then those two, as well as keeping Blaze Squire or Rune Weaver, because they're able to give you those blade fragments to start allowing you to set up your Fizz or your Riven to the potential one-turn kill that you need, right? Papercraft Dragon, a lot of times I don't keep it because I would hate to get 2 of them in my hands. You only really need 1 of them. He's really expensive, right? Because he comes down on turn 5. So a lot of times I actually will kick him out and just wait to draw him naturally later on, or even potentially create him with Face Sprout. Because a lot of times you actually don't need Papercraft Dragon to win. It's a really nice to have, but it's not completely necessary. So yeah, so I recommend just keeping your champions and then keeping the Ruin Weaver or the Blaze Squire whenever you need to. And sometimes, I keep stuff like Pokestick if I know that they have a 1 health unit, like Boom Baboon, or, keep stuff like Conchologist if I know I need some early blockers, same thing with Yordle Squire. But yeah, so again, really fun deck. Hope you enjoyed the games. Make sure to like the video below and make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. We also stream on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also catch us on Twitter and Discord. The links for those you can find below in the description. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.